VC, what's happening? I'm not gonna do my usual thing and say sorry, I haven't been on here in ages, because it's always the same thing. But yeah, it's been a long time, a very long time. I've been on the Facebook page an awful lot because it's easier when you're on the go and things like that, but it's been so hard to actually find the time to sit down and make a video. So yeah, hello. I just want to show, I guess, a few bits that I've got recently, since I last posted pretty much. So I'm not buying as much at the moment, but I've still got some pretty cool stuff here, so why don't we crack on? Right, the first one is an original US pressing of Bo Diddley's self-titled album. I think it's from 1962 on Checker. And this is in amazing shape, and this is actually the first Bo Diddley album I have. I'm a massive fan, and I've got loads of singles, but finding albums is pretty tricky here. But I got this for like a £5, and I still don't know why it was so cheap, because it's definitely an original. You can tell even looking at the sleeve, it's got the slick and everything, it's the real thing. So yeah, well pleased with that. Jimmy James and the Vagabonds. Jimmy James was a British Jamaican, well, he's a Jamaican who came to Britain in the early 60s pretty much, and he's a big part of the Northern Soul scene over here, and this is a great album on the Marble Arch label, which was owned by Pi, sort of low budget label. But this has got, see, I bought this not realising it's got my favourite track of his on it that I've been after for ages, Ain't Love Good, Ain't Love Proud. So that was nice. Saved me trying to find the single for a ridiculous amount of money. This was like a couple of pounds, so yeah. Another one which I'm very pleased with, I treated myself to this a couple of months ago. I'm sort of buying a treat a month, I'd say. Heart of the Congos by the Congos. It's the original English pressing on Go Fee. I'll be honest, when I found this, I didn't even know there was an English pressing on Go Fee, and I was like, oh wow. So yeah, it's got the original price sticker as well. Go Fee Golden Spinner. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know about this. Produced by Lee Scratch Perry. One of the best albums he produced, in my opinion. Just brilliant. 1978, I think this pressing's from about 1980. What's that? That was about £20, I think. Got the classic Prince Buster Greatest Hits from 1970. Got some great tracks on here. Free Love, Al Capone, of course, Judge Dredd, Ten Commandments, and it's the original as well. It's in really nice shape. This is a hard one to find in good shape. So now, yes, next I'm going to do a little blurb about this guy, because I don't know how many, I haven't seen much about him on Facebook. I'm massively into the Stones Throw label. You can probably hear him listening to Madlib in the background now. This album, in fact. Beat Conductor Volume 2, movie scenes. So I'm always looking out for what they put out, because they do such a mixed bag. And Kareem Briggins, who is a hip-hop producer slash jazz drummer, who's even played with Paul McCartney, to name a few, has released his first solo album last year, which is kind of like this sort of stuff, all instrumental beats, but really, really good. So this is the whole album in 2 parts, alone, together. I want to do a separate post about this album because it is phenomenal. I'm serious. It's so good. It's, you know, if you like instrumental beats and something that's a bit different, you know, I mean, this guy is a genius on the sampler. It's almost like Dilla standards. It's really good. It took me a really long time to find these. Funnily enough, they're, well, on Discogs I got these, I think. No, Amazon, funnily enough, in the end, because everyone in Discogs was sold out in Europe, and it was either buying it from America and paying quite a lot of postage. So Volume 2 arrived first, and Volume 1 arrived 2 months later. So yeah, I think it's quite in demand, this album, and I can see why. But yeah, I got it eventually. But yeah, I can't recommend that album enough. I think I only got one Brazil album there. I'm not sure how this is pronounced. I think it's Rialche. I'm not sure. Gilberto Gil. This is one of his later ones from '79, I think. It's a German pressing. It's okay. It's a bit scruffy, but it was a cheap one. It's not a bad album. It's very disco, but it's probably the weakest album of his I've heard yet. But it's cool. Nice one for the collection. Now, yeah, another band that I'm massively into is Tame Impala. These guys are getting huge in England now. Australian Psych. This is the first album in a speaker. And again, this is becoming hard to get over here now. It's slowly disappearing, I think. It's a beautiful pressing. But these guys are... It's basically Kevin Parker, who is like 22 or something crazy. He pretty much plays everything on this album, the first one. He's now got a proper band together and everything. And it really is like top level, trippy psych. Really funky, really cool. And almost some of it kind of reminds me of Todd Rundgren, which is not a bad thing at all. But yeah, this is a phenomenal album. And the second one's almost just as good, which is called Lonerism, which I haven't got yet. But yeah, I would seriously recommend this to Chris, Solar System, if you're there. You probably already know about these guys. Derek, anyone that likes their psych. Tony, yeah, check this out, guys. Yeah, this is quite a nice one. I've got a nice Ray Charles 70s comp, 72 on ABC. Really nice nick with the book still attached and everything. Yeah, really nice. It's all the ABC Paramount stuff, so I love that 70s generic ABC in a sleever. But this is in like really nice shape. And it's a nice one to have because, like Bo Diddley, I don't have that many Ray Charles albums. It's more singles that I have. So I was pleased to get that. It's quite an odd one. Stanley Unwin. Yeah. Stanley Unwin did the story on the Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake, and he kind of invented the language that he called gobbledygook. Really eccentric English guy. He's also in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and some other films. He did a lot of stuff. Anyway, this album came out in '68 on the Marble Arch label, and it is pretty far out. I think it was, no, sorry, '61 this came out. I think it was the Small Faces, when they heard this, they wanted to use him for their album. I can't really describe it, it's just really surreal stories in his own sort of dialect. You can understand what's going on with the stories, but the odd words are just... I mean, yeah, the album's called Rotaty Discos with Unwin, so you kind of get what it's like. It's pretty cool. That was £1. Ah, yes, finally got this. Rotary Connections' final album, Hey Love. It's an original, and I got this for $10. I think it was less than that on eBay. It's of course got the legendary track I Am the Black Gold of the Sun. And it's credited to the new Rotary Connection. This very rarely shows up, and it's on the lovely original Cadet Concept label. Really hard to find now. And this is in such good shape. I mean, I've never seen one over here. It wasn't released over here anyway. But I think all I need now is the first album, and then I've got them all. I still need Minna Ripperton's first album too. Now, this is probably my favourite Sabbath album. I've always been into Sabbath, more so the first two albums really. But Never Say Die is just insane. My brother played me this album recently, my youngest brother. And it really is a crazy album. It's like Ozzy left after this album, 1978 it came out. Because it was slated by everyone, I think. I remember I even told my dad I got into this album recently, and he said, "Oh no, not that album, it's terrible." So, yeah, it's an original English press. It's like kind of jazzy, proggy. Still got, you know, killer Sabbath riffs in it, but the track Air Dance is just phenomenal. and there's horns on it and everything. It's pretty out there. You can see what they were trying to do, and I think it works. But I think they've since disowned it, which is a shame. It's really hard to find an English pressing of that. I posted this on Facebook. I got it recently. Tonight's the Night, Neil Young. What can I say? It's one of my favourite Neil Young albums. And to find an English pressing is really... This is the first English one I've ever seen. With the little fold-out poster, booklet type thing. Which is awesome. Tony, I hope you're watching this. And the inner sleeve too. And it is really like near mint. This was another one of my treats. I think this was 15. Again on eBay. If you know where to look on eBay, you'll find some good stuff. I always do. And yeah, the last one of these I saw was at a record fair and it didn't have the insert and it was 50 quid. Weren't going to pay that for it. So that says it all really. Yeah, awesome. Another album which I've only just got into, Blues for Allah by Grateful Dead. I'm a huge Dead fan anyway. More so the first 4 albums. Anthem of the Sun is my favourite. When I heard American Beauty I was a bit like, oh, it's okay. It's a bit, you know, it's nothing like the other stuff. And Working Man's Dead it took me a while to get into, but I'm even getting more into American Beauty now. I watched a classic albums documentary about the earlier albums, and it kind of made me realise, oh, I need to listen to this more. So, yeah, started listening to American Beauty a bit. I was like, yeah, it's alright actually. And my dad's friend used to always go on about Blues for Allah. It was like his favourite album. And I've never forgotten that, because he got me into Zappa and stuff. It's a factory sample as well. English pressing. So I've only just listened to it. I bought this. I listened to a bit on YouTube. I was like, yes, this is good. It's like really jazzy and funky. It's a lot. It's not. You know, it's not. You can tell it's Garcia playing and singing, but it's completely different from the other stuff. Which is, I'm starting to learn that they were a proper mixed bag. Grateful Dead, definitely. So yeah, this is the original English pressing. This was about a tenner, I think, with the insert, and it's on the United Artists label. Which you see that? So yeah, very pleased with that, and it is literally in brand new condition. The insert's a little bit creased, but that's normal pretty much. But yeah, I couldn't recommend this album enough. Even if you're not a massive Grateful Dead fan, this is just a great album. There's one more to show. I did get some singles, but I put them away, so yeah, another time. Yeah, I bought this on eBay thinking it was the 7-inch, and it's the 12. Frank Zappa's I Don't Want to Get Drafted. This is pretty hard to find. I've never seen the 12 before. It's the original American press on the Zappa label. It's the only thing he released in 1980, which for Zappa was quite unusual. So there was no album or nothing came out at that time, in that year. And it's a great little single. It's, you know, typical 80s Zappa, really. Yeah, don't think I need to say much more about that. So yeah, that was £1. That was £1. That's it, guys. Yeah, like I say, I'll probably be on Facebook more than on here, just because I'm practically doing 2 jobs at the moment and all that shit. But yes, you know, feel free to comment and I will check up on it and everything. Hope everyone's well. Excuse my throat's a bit yeah. Yeah, so awesome. Thanks for watching, VC. As always, it's been a pleasure. See you soon. Peace.